I don't know what to say. Thunder Force is out now on Netflix. Netflix is releasing a movie at least every week. This is this week's movie. It stars Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer. In a world where supervillains are commonplace, two estranged childhood best friends reunite after one devises a treatment that gives them powers to protect their city. It is currently 10:33 in the morning. This makes me want to day drink. This makes me want to drink before noon. Guess that makes me a pirate. Thunder Force is just one of those movies that feels like it is forced, no pun intended, upon us. Thunder Force is the equivalent of a bad disease like a stomach flu fart after eating 3-day-old Taco Bell and drinking a bottle of magnesium citrate. This is one of the worst comedies I have ever seen, and the director and the writer should just tell you everything. Ben Falcone, Melissa McCarthy's husband. And of course, Melissa McCarthy is going to be in the movie, and no, I do not think Melissa McCarthy is funny. I never thought she has been funny. Maybe in the physical realm of comedy, she's funny, but in this movie, when she's given physical comedy, it's not funny at all. All of the comedy in this movie revolves around fat jokes, gross out gags, and Melissa McCarthy yelling. Like, there is literally a 5-minute scene that feels like an eternity, and in this scene, she is imitating Urkel. And I just kept saying to the screen, "Shut up!" Guys, it is not funny. The humor in this movie is portrayed to a point of annoyance, anger, and irritation. That is the entire spectrum of the comedy in this movie. I didn't have a single moment of fun watching this movie. And at one point, I had to turn the movie off. And you know what I did? I went outside, looked up into the sky, yelled at the sun. People were looking at me as they were walking by. I had to explain to them what I was actually doing. Came back in, turned it back on, turned it off again. Then I kicked down a door, and then I turned it back on, and somehow, I don't know how, I finished it. It took me 3 hours to finish an hour and 45-minute movie. I'm not 100% sure what Netflix was thinking with this movie when you have the team of Ben Falcone and Melissa McCarthy. That is going to spell trouble. Identity Thief, Tammy, anything else that they've done has not been that great. So here's the thing. It's a good premise. Like, you have what on paper is a good idea, even though it feels like they are ripping off X-Men. Because there's these mutants in this world. They call them miscreants. At that point, I said, okay, this is just X-Men, but the discount version. This is like somebody attempting to make an X-Men movie that will never have the chance to make an X-Men movie. That's how I felt with this. There's so much story exposition. There's a voiceover to begin the movie where I was like, oh god, here we go. It's one of these things. Almost every scene that involved moving the plot forward is all just exposition. You're never allowed to figure it out for yourself, or there's never like subtle hints. They never do the show don't tell thing. They always do the tell and don't show thing. And it was really annoying. There are basic rules of storytelling, and this ain't it. That scene that I was referring to earlier in the review, where Melissa McCarthy is just doing an Urkel impression, I said it was about a 5-minute scene. It felt like an eternity. I think I took like a 5-minute power nap that felt like I was honestly like in heaven. I woke up and I was just like, oh, I think I just missed 2 hours of the movie. And, oh, wait, no, hold on, no, shit. Only 5 minutes. We're still here. Let's move this thing on. For God's sake, the scene is still going. Why are we still here? Why can't we just... I don't know. Look, I think Octavia Spencer has a lot of range as an actress, and this could have been a great move for her. It's just they didn't really make her funny. Melissa McCarthy is really goddamn annoying. I never bought the fact that these two were once friends and then they reunite as friends at all. Like, there's no compatibility there. Not to mention, there's such a time gap between the beginning of the movie to when they reunite, where it's like, I really don't think they would be friends after all these years. The movie didn't do a good job at selling me the fact that they were still friends and that they still remained in contact with each other. It seemed like Melissa McCarthy's character, whose name I do not know. I don't know any of the characters' names in this movie. That's how completely forgettable this thing is. But it just felt like Melissa McCarthy's character was forcing her way into Octavia Spencer's character's life just for the sake of it. It seemed like every situation this movie just had to force Melissa McCarthy in there, try and create some like gag with her. It ended up being either irritating, a gross out gag that wasn't funny, or just one-liners that had really dry, stale humor to them. I'm not gonna recommend this movie, guys. This is a really bad comedy. This is one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. I'm gonna say Thunder Force belongs in popcorn hell. Do yourselves a favor, skip out on this movie. Do not even check it out. It's not even on the top trending on Netflix. Like, they're not even promoting this thing because they know it's so fucking terrible. They're like, yeah, nobody's gonna watch it. And for the people that do, I really don't think you're gonna like it. If you like this movie, you're automatically part of the cult. That's what I'm saying right now. But if you have seen Thunder Force, I am curious as to whether or not you did like it. So drop me some feedback in the comments section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. I got a lot of rankings coming up. My cousin Pat stopped by the channel for a lot of videos. It seemed like he was taking over the channel. So we're going to be doing Superman actors ranked, Batman actors ranked, Lois Lane actresses ranked, Lex Luthor's ranked. Got a lot of rankings. Which MCU characters we would like to come back. We've already done favorite and least favorite comic book movie villains. So stay tuned for all those very soon. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.